Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Rope, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Hey, you out there. If you want energy like this,
get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code BrianB, and get 10% off your order today. Get more W. Get more power.
WTW, Wrestle Talk Wednesdays.
That's right, it's your boy Brian B. from the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Followed by the American prodigy Warren Marlowe from the Buzz with Marlowe podcast, and you know your boy Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah, be there and make sure you check in at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And right after that, for WTW, we got the STR Nation, baby. Brian B, Lay, Slim Jefferson, we talking wrestling. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern time, right after commission talks on WTW. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, buy the merch, check out the website. Do it all.
everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
Is stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you. Yes you are, yes you are, yes you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
People, what's good? What's going on? What's happening? It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend. We about to hit Friday tomorrow, and then it's the weekend after that. So if you had a long week, don't worry. It's almost over. If you had a short week, well, it's over anyway. Yo, check it out. It's me, Brian B, back in the place to be. It is the Beeline ENT, the place where you, let me cue it up. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. The place where you come on and show. That's right. Check it out, guys. What's good? What's happening? I'm excited to be back. Yo, we missed a couple of entertainment shows, but the ENT shows is where it's at. And yo, we had a busy week, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. So hope you guys are watching. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much. I've been doing the wrestling talk, been doing the web show stuff. I've been getting stuff together. We got a website. We got a whole bunch of shit going on. We got a great show for you tonight. I'm with my man Kyle E. He gonna be on with us. We're gonna be talking about some very interesting topics. And yo, I'm ready to get into it. If you guys are ready, then you're about to really be happy, because this is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do the intro. The intro is what starts the show. So let's go.
Let's make some noise.
It's me.
Brian B.
What's going on, Brian?
Hey, how you doing?
Who cares? Halloween movie. Temporary high. You, and you, everybody's on.
To understand the Garden with Eve was mostly just a story. What you know, I'm hardly a priest. I'm always refraining. Good for you.
With me. Rubbing sun for Sunday morning. And I never was.
It's the Beeline. It's the Beeline. It's the Beeline. ENT.
Yeah, damn right it is. It's the Beeline ENT. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure that you go ahead and hit all the buttons that makes you able to see me, know where I'm at. That's the liking it, the sharing it, the subscribing to it, making sure everything is going the way it needs to go so I can stay my ass up on this channel. And you can see the content that we're making, because we got a lot of content, man. We got a lot of stuff going on, including the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com, baby. Make sure you go over and head over to Beeline Entertainment LLC. You can now officially watch all of the Beeline Entertainment LLC episodes, well, Beeline Entertainment Show episodes, that is, on the website. You watch all the content on the website, which is awesome. You watch the web show, the wrestling shows, you know, as well as the Live in the Lines, and, you know, certain things like the Last Laugh Challenge. And listen, I said this on the web show earlier this week, and I think I might have repeated it on the wrestling show the other night. But yo, check this out. It's yo, believe it or not, it's June. We've been talking about how it's the middle of the year already and stuff like that. The year's going super fast. Before you know it, the holidays is coming back around, you know what I'm saying? And everybody knows, if you've been following my show, you're a fan of the show, like I do a Halloween special every year. Now, last year, I had kind of just like a new one where it kind of summarized all the first three that I did for the first 3 years of the show. And it kind of, you know, brought it to a close. And I was like, all right, so that's over with. What do I got to find something new to do? But guess what, yo? We about to listen. I'm starting in like next month, bro. I'm starting fast and early, because we got a new Halloween special coming out for you. And this one this year is going to be really crazy. It's actually going to be more like a movie. So I've already started like kind of writing down bits like it or whatever. So it's going to be like a production, you know, the Beeline production. I'm going to try to make something out of it, whatever. I'm trying to get back full throttle into this industry, man. I'm trying to go full throttle into, like, you know, we're even setting up, if you're in the Atlanta area, we're going to be talking about it and announcing it soon. But we got, you know, a whole studio where if you are an actor or a singer or whatever, you need portfolios, you need all that shit. We got a studio we're building right now, with, you know, lights and cameras and everything like that or whatever. And we're about to go and start really jumping into this production scene. So if you want to get at me, definitely contact me. The email's all on the website. Everything is on the website. And it's still growing. You know, it's still got some stuff that we got to put together, but it's all there. And really, really excited. But before I keep running my mouth, yo, we got a guest, of course. You know, he's definitely like the co-host at this point. You know what I'm saying? He comes on me, talks about all the things ENT. And that is my boy, Kyle Eric. What up, Kyle?
What's good? What's good, B?
What up, bro?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? Oh, congratulations again. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
And you had a
Yeah.
big over here. You had a big last couple weeks, man.
Yeah, we got a
And
lot going on, man.
congratulations to you and the family. I can't stress that enough. You guys, just seem like so, loving and so just it just I'm just glad this happened for you, man. I know you've been
Appreciate it,
planning it. You and your now wife
Yeah.
have been planning it for a long time. Big ups to y'all, big ups to love, all that great stuff.
Thank you, man. Yeah, if Beeline, if you guys don't know, Eric Kyle's talking about Brian B, man, IT Tiff, we got married on this Sunday. We finally tied the knot, man. We were engaged for almost a year. And we said, let's do it. We wanted to make it happen, and we did, and it was great, man. IT Tiff, she ain't letting me forget that. Every 5 minutes coming over, I'm your wife. You know that, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. But it's a great feeling. I'm definitely happy about it. Can't wait to. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's weird the things that motivate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been living together last 6 years, man. We got kids. We've been raising our families together and everything. But it's like once we got married, it's like now it's like this new flip has switched. And I'm kind of in this position where I'm like, I gotta do more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta grow. I gotta, like, this shit is official now. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. But I'm enjoying it. Like I just said, like, Kyle, if you heard, like, we doing a whole bunch of new stuff, well, not really new, but, really growing, what we've had going. The Halloween special, I'm super excited about that this year. Like, I'm trying to go to the forest and film. I'm doing a whole bunch of shit. Like, yeah, I'm going wild with it.
Project stuff. What's going on?
Listen, I'm trying to figure out, like, if anybody watched the other Halloween specials that we've done, I kind of made it like a series where it kind of built up to like the final finale, but I am a little upset because when I did play it, the movie kind of effed up a little bit. So it kind of messed me up a little bit, and it didn't play the way I wanted to for the final finale. But it was really thought out, and I did a lot of context, and it helped me a lot with editing and all this work that I've been doing over the years. But this next one, man, I know the mistakes that I've made in the previous ones. I know what I want to do. Like, we've had like the jump scares, and I'm just really ready to go full throttle with it, bro. But anyway, besides me, bro, how are you, man? What's going on, man? I know you've been going through a lot too. Getting a lot of stuff done.
And I'm doing well. Got 1 year older.
There you go. Happy birthday, that's right, bro.
Yeah, I'm officially 37. So. Like, I'm close. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So right before my birthday, I hung out with my sister and my girlfriend. Shout out to both of them. Right. So my sister, she hosts a series of game nights called Black Game Night, talking about different aspects of Black culture through trivia. Right.
Okay.
So yeah, she's been doing that for about 6-7 months now, right?
That's online, or you guys go meet up and do it?
We meet up. It's it's live and in person. It's like she does it at these different at different locations, like in different locations. A couple of them in Connecticut, of course. She does one in Waterbury, one in New Haven, and another one in Philly, right? And it's all about different aspects of Black culture, right?
Okay,
so
cool, actually.
It's pretty dope. It's like if you ever have a game night, at your house, and you love hosting, hosting game night. That's pretty much what this is, except she's taking care of all the hosting and everything, right? You know, and
I love game nights, man. That's one big thing. We do that. We do karaoke, like this shit is fun, man. So simple too. Get some food and play some games with especially the group games.
Oh yeah,
it's fun.
And the what you call it, the categories are never the same. She'll switch switch it up, and she does have like a song category. Like she'll ask stuff about like R&B and rap artists and stuff, and stuff like that, in movies. And she does this, and she does this one segment where instead of singing a part of a song, you gotta hum it, and people have to guess what the song is just by the way you're humming. And I'm like, okay, that's awkward, right? But it works. That's
awesome.
So
yeah.
so what had happened was right before my birthday, I'm hanging out with her and my girlfriend and my little nephew, right? And I get a present from my girlfriend. The night itself was very low key, but it was a very cool and makes awesome date nights, by the way.
I bet.
Yeah, makes awesome date nights, by the way. So I'm interviewing it was like a 2-on-2 team, right? It was me and my lady and this new team, this married couple who had never heard of Black Game Night before, right? So they were new to it. They jumped right into it. They loved it, right? So I'm interviewing them. I decide to, help my sister out with like promos and stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Help her out, just help her push it. So and now I'm having fun. You ever get an idea and you just want to do it?
Oh,
like,
yeah. All the time.
You just have an idea. Life. But if it's like an idea for someone else, you got to get their approval, right? So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you don't want to just do something because then maybe it's not their,
it's not their vision,
not in their realm.
Exactly. So I send my sister something because she had done an interview prior to this, right? So I sent her a couple clips that I made into shorts. She loved them. I'm like, you know what? Okay, let me try to expand on that. Next thing you know, I'm interviewing contestants at Black Game Night and making promos out of that. So that's
awesome though.
So that's what I've been doing. Plus, it gives me a chance to scratch that creative itch. I'm like, there's a lot I could be doing. Let me help out my
exactly.
family.
Yeah, and when you do things like that, like I was saying earlier with the Halloween episode, like you're also building your tools and stuff like that. You're building like how you learn to edit and stuff like that or whatever. A lot of that stuff, man. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest things with creators, man. I mean, honestly, having this conversation is crazy because, like I just said, man, I'm actually really trying like kind of round two. Like, I never really stepped away from this except for 1 month where I was away and I was determining if I wanted to come back. But ever since that has happened, like I made the decision, like, yeah, I'm back. I'm completely back. I'm doing this, and I've definitely done that. But now I'm starting to jump back into it a little bit more where I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to try again to make this my permanent career. Like, I think I'm ready to dive into it again and start paying attention to monetization and really start getting into the, the money aspect of it because this is what I want to do, man. Like you said, Kyle, like we're 37, man. I'm turning, I turn, as a matter of fact, you're actually older than me. Yep. I turned 37 July 24th this year. So it's nice. Yeah, man. So it's like I'm really, like racking my brain around what I want to do, man. Like, the job I got right now is not working out for me. And I'm unhappy doing shit. I love staying home and working, but I'm tired of going to the same routine, man. It's like, what I mean? Like,
you don't want to work for anybody else anymore.
I'm obviously not going to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I can't find a job at this point to where, I'm doing it for any other reason besides I just got to get money. Like,
you got to get money. It's like, I got a family to support. That's the motivation to keep you going there.
That's it though. But once you start getting the understanding or you get the ability to make money differently, then it's like, if I'm not doing this for stability, if I don't have stability because that's not there, because I keep having these jobs and it starts off good, but I just got no passion. So I'm just going through the fucking motions, man. And I know it sounds to some people are like, oh, well, you're a grown up. You got, they say the same thing. Like, you got a family. You got to do that. I had an old guy in Walmart tell me that shit one time. It's like, no, you have to work. That's just what it is. And what a fucking slave-minded mentality, bro. Like, I'm doing so much. Like, if I can find one thing to match the level of, pay that I'm getting at a job where I'm sitting down for 8 hours or whatever, then I'm going to try to do that, man. That's the level I'm at now. Like, I want to find, before I'm 40, a way that I can be successful with multiple, avenues of income. Yeah. Tiff, she's over there. She's building. She's got, different licenses and stuff like that. And we're both, like, trying to work together to build a business, man. So
it's like when I see, okay, so both my parents are entrepreneurs, right?
There you go.
My mother got, you know, when she got out of school, she got out of school with a beautician's license and worked at different salons and worked at grocery stores and junk like that. My dad, he was still is a DJ. He's focusing on he's focusing on like getting parties and stuff, you know, planned and stuff like that. He's still occasionally DJ, and he does have a regular job. But the point, and he was a cop for about like a decade plus. But you know, his passion, besides his family, and my mom's passion, besides their family, was working for themselves. My mother now is doing she does a health and wellness business, helping people. People will not get her to and people still want her to do hair. It's like, look, I got an appointment, I got this, I got that, or whatever. She's been doing hair for almost 40 years. My dad, he's a DJ, a promoter, all that stuff. I've helped him out with stuff. I've helped my mom out with stuff. My mom's getting into she's been in the podcast game now for a few years. So she's trying to do different things at different avenues. I can see, and your passion changes, you know?
It does. Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Your passion changes as you get older. I want to help other people with their projects because it helps me stay creative. I can't not want to create something. And if I were to go and get a regular job again, I would not be happy.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's where it is now, bro.
I would not be happy. I see people out here just getting any job they can because the economy's crap, right? Yep. But then you got somebody, you know, doing something online. Now they're doing it, you know, passionately, consistently, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But the point is, and they do go through burnout. That's not like there's no job comes with its without its ups and downs. But they're happy doing it. If you're not happy doing something, then don't do it. You know, if you have to do it, that's a different story. But that mentality comes from years of, you know, people like, oh, they worked in factories, they worked in stores, they did that, and the third, they for their family, right. But what made them happy besides just being there for the family, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that really is what it boils down to. What up, JC?
What's up,
that's really what it boils down to, bro. And I mean, it's a great conversation. And I mean, maybe we'll, you know, loop back in and kind of talk about that because, you know, doing this right now, when I was younger, man, I was writing music. And like you said, like, you know, I've talked on the show about like the ties I've had with music and different stuff like that. But I also used to write. I was trying to write a movie at one point. And, you know, having all this, the equipment and stuff that I have now and just looking at it every day. I mean, me and Tip were literally sitting here today while I was at work. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, we have so much stuff, you know, all the stuff that I've built over time, you know, just gotten over time for all of this, you know, podcasting stuff, microphones, cameras, lights, you know, literal studio lights and shit. I'm like, yo, why the fuck do we not have like some kind of studio, man? Why do we not like, you know, go out and put ads out like, hey, you guys need, you know, wedding, you know, recordings or, you know, whatever, and go and put that shit into work, man. And that's what I'm trying to start seeing if I can start getting into a little bit, you know, closing out this year to jump into next year. Yeah, but it's a big thing. But yo, listen, great conversation. Damn, I didn't even realize we were going to talk about that to start this episode.
We were talking about something we were passionate about.
For real, man.
And that's how that started.
Yeah. And it's entertainment too, so I guess it's still on the same lines. But guys, yo, I wanted to say, like, you know, like we said, it's been kind of a, you know, busy couple of weeks, so we've missed. The episode that we're doing today was actually supposed to be done about 2 weeks ago, so we've added a couple of things on, and it's still pretty much the same context. But one of the main things, you know, one of the first things I wanted to talk about tonight is, you know, if you know, you know. A lot of people on the East Coast, the northern East Coast, you know, if you represent Jersey, you know, New York, I think even Connecticut. I think Connecticut will know a little bit about, you know, Hot 97 and Summer Jam, you know, the big, you know, summer, you know, concert that has all the, you know, newest artists and stuff like that. It's a big ass show. It was always popular as hell since I've been growing up. And now I'm in Georgia, so I don't really hear about it as much. But, you know, we had Summer Jam, Hot 97 Summer Jam just came a few weeks back. And, you know, of course, one of the hottest events. Now, me being the guy that I am with music and stuff like that now, I'm not as into music like I was before because it's just like I'm just not into like the kind of music that is out right now.
Mm.
And we had a situation happen where Kyle, we just literally did like our top 5 favorite rappers, a couple shows ago.
Yeah.
And 2 of my favorite rappers performed at Summer Jam. Summer Jam, and those are Method Man and Redman, bro. Classic legends in this industry, man. Of course,
Goats.
Method Man, bro, definitely goats. Part of the Wu-Tang Clan, like individually, still phenomenal single artists, some classics in the industry. Just well known, Redman, of course, as well, and not even just in music, man, and TV.
They both have
and
done acting. They
a whole bunch of shit.
They both have produced. They both have. Redman started out as a DJ first.
That's right.
There's been a lot of stuff come out, and plus, I've never had the privilege of going to a stage show for Meth and Red, but I heard they're phenomenal. I've seen some recordings, and they've torn the stage. They've torn the stage down.
Yeah, their personalities are real high, man. You know what I mean? Like and I don't mean like high like that. I mean like they got big personalities, man. So they definitely demand attention when they talk. They don't got to demand it very much because they're funny. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're it's hilarious. They're hilarious. But it was interesting because these guys hit the stage, and at any other time period, any other period. Method Red is on the fucking stage. They rap. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my shit. But apparently, the performance didn't go too well. Like apparently, their performance wasn't received well by the audience, man. And Method Man was very vocal about it. I mean, he didn't really bitch about it. He was just kind of stating it out loud, like, "Hey, listen, this isn't my audience." Which is interesting. Kyle, how did you feel about it when you heard about that?
Honestly, I think he has a point. Like they're not. They know that they came when Method Man and Redman first came out. We're talking early 90s, like early mid 90s. Now we're in the 2020s. A lot of things musically, sonically, visually have changed. You know what I'm saying? And the OGs in the hip hop game, they know that they're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, especially with the way things have progressed over over the years. So they're not delusional when they say this is not my audience, because the primary audience that they have are like our age and maybe older. You know what I'm saying? Now. Like and some people, and some people in the you might have some younger people in there too, but ultimately they were they were making their mark in the game when our parents were when our parents were just in their like what 20s and 30s. I don't know when everybody was born, but then you have us growing up listening to them. Right. So it's a different climate, and they know this. Now people have especially in hip hop, they have brought up age in hip hop constantly. I've heard this conversation show up like many times. Like, couldn't they like, when is it time to stop? Like people are wondering, like, when is it time to stop? Some of these guys are in their their 50s. You know what I'm saying?
So that is definitely a point, bro. That's definitely a point that we're going to talk about today as well, because age does have a lot to do with, like you said, bro. Like generations change, man. Times change, generations change. One of the things looks like, so Method Man, what he said was, he walked through the stage kind of, and, he tweeted or whatever. He said, not our crowd at all. Thanks again. He didn't bitch about it. He was just like kind of stating facts. Like, New York and the whole tri-state that showed up to the event, plus Pete and Ebro, I got love for you guys, but never again. At this point, the generational gap is just too wide for me, man. And listen, that's like the most humble, like, you know, kind of response. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, he didn't clown anybody. He didn't say, man, fuck
No,
everybody.
he didn't mention any names. He didn't.
Exactly. He was grateful, but at the same time, he's honest, man. Like you were saying with age, when it comes to entertainers, even when it comes, a lot of times for me, I watch UFC, I watch like fighting and stuff like that or whatever. Like, you know, a lot of times you get an old fighter, man, and the old fighter, like maybe in his heyday, he was knocking people out, he was, you know, champion, this and that. You know, look at Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
I was about to say that,
bro.
I was about to say that.
I think you relive the glory days in your head, and it's hard to let that shit go, man. Especially if you're one of the greats, bro. But it's like at the same time, it's like you're fighting a different audience. You're fighting a different, competitor. You know, you're fighting against different competitors. And it's not even, in my opinion, music today, it's almost not even about skill, man. It's literally about style. It's really not about skill anymore. It's all about style at this point, in my opinion. So it's like, you know, if you're a lyricist, you're going to go out there, you're going to spit some hot-ass shit. You're going to get respect from certain areas, but you're going to get the other motherfuckers who just want to be there and just vibe out. They don't really care. They just want to be there and just listen to the stuff that they can, you know, put in their car or, you know, whatever they do, smoke to, whatever. Yeah. It's just interesting, man.
It is very, I feel like, okay, especially with hip hop, this comes up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so Ice-T, I saw an interview that Ice-T recently did, and he said that people from his era, you're not going to hear them have regular spins on the radio anymore because they aged out of that demographic. That demographic is, you know, is still there, but it's different now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's completely different now. The sound and everything is different. And I'm not saying that you can't get like an OG on a new song, because some of them have done that. But some do not want to hear that, you know, like that. That's why you have people complaining about, lyricism versus just vibing. Like the first. That's
right.
That's it. It's like lyricism versus just vibing. When people would complain about the how mumble rap just blew up, right? Like people were like, they're not even really enunciating the words. Yeah, sure. But somebody is vibing with it. That's how they were able to get as far as they have gotten. You know what I'm saying? And
isn't that shit crazy though, when you think about it though, in a whole, like, you're totally right. But like, just taking mumble rap into like, you know, account here. You got somebody who's literally like, you're just enjoying the fact that somebody's making sound effects on a microphone to a beat. That's really all it is. Auto-tuned out is really all it is. It's just sound. But when you think about it, if it's the same shit when you get, you know, rave music or house music in a way, where you just got whatever. It's like the sound is what's catchy to people. They want to vibe with it. They want to groove to it. Like the sound is catchy. But when it comes to hip hop and doing that shit, hip hop has always been poetic. Hip hop has always been lyrical. So now that's where it's like the comparison is different at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like you said, hip hop, even R&B, man. You got these motherfuckers coming out with the whisper singers, and you know they're not really like, you know, you get the Patti LaBelle's and the Jennifer Hudsons, and you're looking at that Aretha Franklin. You're like, damn, these women can blow and sing, and you know Whitney Houston. Then you get these people come out and they just sing soft, barely fucking using a voice. It's auto tune.
Yeah, it's very, you know, it's very
easy, man.
But at the same time, like when you hear stuff like, okay, when Wu-Tang got that residency in Vegas, everybody was so excited because it's Wu-Tang and it gives people a chance to revisit them or have them or introduce themselves to a new audience. You know what I'm saying? So it's not impossible for both things to be true. You got people over here that listen to this, and then you got other people that are gravitating towards this. It happens every generation. There was a time where people didn't think hip hop was music, but then there was a time where people didn't think jazz was music. There was a time people didn't think rock and roll was music. So all we're basically doing is repeating the same argument we've been having for centuries, really, at this point. You know,
that's definitely true.
But what blows my mind is the fact that there is no balance. Like there has to be, oh, you got the old school station, so they'll only play old school R&B and now classic hip hop, right? You won't see that on the modern, like stations like Hot 97. I used to listen to Hot 97 a lot growing up.
Love Hot 97 because
because Waterbury, we're right in the middle of Connecticut, so we would get we would get Hot 97 on a regular basis. Go to school, my dad would either pop in a tape, right? And I know that sentence right there sounds old, but my dad would either pop in a tape or we would listen to Hot 97, and they would have these, they would have what was hot then. Right now, when I hear stuff like that on like Hot 97 or Hot 93 or whatever else, right, you'll hear that on occasion, but they won't even play the whole song anymore.
Oh yeah. Hot 97 infamous for that shit, yo. Hot 97 will play. They'll literally play up to the third verse, get to like the first 3 words of the third verse, and then cut that shit off.
And then that's out. They were like,
remember you used to record the cassette tapes
all the time.
Don't record on Hot 97 because they gonna cut that shit off. Yep.
All I wanted to do was listen to that one. Like I remember, what was it when Stankonia was about to come out for Outkast, right? Like So Fresh, So Clean. Miss Jackson. When those songs came out, I had to record them, right? But what was also happening? That came out in early 2000s. What was also happening? We had Napster.
And just the beginning of the digital era. Yep.
And that completely changed the game. Pirating all this music, whether we think of it as stealing or not, it changed the game forever, and everybody had to catch up. Like the record labels, they were still operating the same way they had been for decades, and they figured nothing would change, including how they paid their artists. Now,
but that was one of the reasons why it was so fucking effective, because just like you just said, with how they paid their artists, they giving them pennies on their album sales and stuff like that. Pennies. If you don't know, bro, but it's like, at the same time, it monopolized the industry as well, because now you are missing a lot. It's crazy when you think about it, because it's like, okay, so now maybe the labels aren't getting as much for the actual songs and the music anymore, but it's like the artists still aren't getting anything because they don't get anything for streams and shit. They're still making their money the same way they were before.
The streaming companies, oh my God, the streaming companies, like I love Spotify.
They don't give you shit.
But I hate Spotify at the same time.
A percentage of a penny. A percentage of a penny is what they get for each stream.
They were just in court. There was a freaking hearing, and the judge asked them, "Can an artist actually, can an artist actually live off the streams of their music on your platform?" And he said, "Our top artists can." That's incredibly biased. That is incredibly biased. Weird Al Yankovic, check this out. Weird Al Yankovic got over 1 billion something streams. What was it? End of last year, and he did a video and he said, "Oh well, thank you for everybody who was still streaming my music." He hadn't put out a new record in like years, right? And people were still streaming his stuff, right? And he's like, "Okay, well, with the amount of streams I got, I could get about 1 sandwich." I'm like, "A sandwich?" a sandwich. Snoop Dogg as his people, okay, you got over 12 million something streams or more or whatever. How much is that? And they're like, okay, that's like, you get yourself about $20, $100, whatever the heck it was, whatever it equates to. Man. It makes no sense. Eminem is breaking record after record after record, but I don't think their label is getting that much money. Like him and Drake and a few other artists are always in the news for breaking some sort of record on stream.
Drake just hit 1 billion. The first, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was the first hip hop artist to break over 1 billion streams or something like that. So
Yeah,
shout out to him.
And I know that the streaming money with the money that these guys are probably taking from other ventures is a different story. It's probably
that's where they make their money. Yeah,
that's how they that's how they make their money. But then it's like, wait a minute, labels are still treating people like machines,
Yeah,
so
it's never gonna change, bro. I mean, that's the one bad thing about the industry is like, in this field and pretty much all field, man. No matter how you look at it, you're throwing pennies the lower you are, and even the middle of the the managers or the A&Rs, whatever, like they're still kind of like just tossed whatever. They're not tossed as much as maybe they should be making. And then the top guys, man, that are sitting down, that are just the owners and the fucking the idea fronters and shit like that or whatever. Those are the ones that sit in the boardrooms and they fill their pockets with most of the profits, man.
Yeah.
It really does suck. I mean, there's really not a. I mean, we can have arguments like this for days. 1%.
I couldn't tell you what a solution would be because I've never worked in that in that system. I've never worked there. I'm just a fan. But knowing at least a little bit that I know, like what they did to TLC, what they did to New Edition.
Well, that's not having your shit straight, also too, though. But yeah, if you sit back and you just allow the system to do what they want with you, yeah, you can fucking forget it. That's anything. But especially in that industry. But that's why, kind of like we were talking about at the beginning of this, content creation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people literally on the flip side. There's people literally, using the shit out of the system. For their gain, you know what I mean? So there's ways to combat the shit too.
Oh, there's ways to flip it, man. Like you have, like the biggest. How do you get? Okay, the radio is still around because because that is how some things break. But also now we got what breaks a song now? TikTok streams.
TikToks.
TikToks. If you're, oh my God. Not Like Us was all over everybody's content.
Can you believe that that's doing as big as it is? Yo,
I know.
He performed the shit. They did it like 3 times or something like that.
5 times.
I don't even like the song.
5 times.
Bro.
5 times. Brought out so many artists. And then...
What up, cuz?
What's going on, man?
He's out the trunk and merch. That's how you make bread. Yeah, well, merch and of course tours. Touring is the biggest thing. You selling your merch,
as long as
touring,
the right promoter.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Touring is the biggest shit, man. That's why I like, even when I talk to people or people that I work with and stuff like that, I'm telling them all the time, the most important of everything you do is branding yourself, because everything you say, even like the shows that we do and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a show. It's the Beeline Entertainment Show. And you watch the Beeline Entertainment Show and everything like that or whatever. Then you sit there and once you get done watching it or listening to it, whatever, you turn it off and you go to watch the next thing. But the branding yourself is what's important, because you have to remember the Beeline Entertainment Show. That's the brand. So when you see the yellow, when you see the flashing lights, and you see the color scheme, all this stuff, whatever, that's the memory. That's what's lasting. You don't remember what I said, but you remember what 100 fucking people said. But now it's like when you see the brand, when you see the merch, when you see this stuff, that's the connection that people can build with you. So that's why your brand, your name, how you introduce yourself, the stupid like, hey, this is Brian B. And you sit there like, who the fuck is this? That's the brand. You feel me?
Keep people.
You have to keep people's attention, man. And you also have to have that thing that uniquely sets you apart, of course, but also catches the engagement. That's why this conversation can go far, bro. This can go far. With TikTok and YouTube Shorts and shit like that, and all this stuff that they got designed now, to where literally our brain is being structured to be, basically speed dating media. Like you're literally fucking with your finger. You know what I'm saying? Dating, your finger, swipe left, swipe right, move over. I like it for 5 seconds. All right, I'm done. Fuck it, I'm done. What's next? Where is it? Give me more. Give me more.
Our attention, like we're looking for that next dopamine hit. We're looking for that next hit because our attention spans have gotten so low. Like, okay,
it's crazy, man.
All right, how much time do you spend on like YouTube or TikTok?
Shit, 400 fucking hours
Right.
a day. I don't. Not even 400 hours in a day.
And like, okay, so here,
I
so
live on TikTok.
so here's my thing. I don't spend as much time on on TikTok because I also know that they kind of suppress creators.
Crazy, bro.
Like I have so many people that I like. I do a little bit of content here and there myself. I'm about to start doing it again just because I feel like it. But but when I'm on YouTube, right, I'm watching video essays. I'm thinking about what my next move is as far as my next client, trying to help them out. I'm watching short after short after short. I'm watching comic dubs, all that before
old school shit. Oh yeah.
Music videos, like somebody. I was so excited because one of my favorite MCs of all time. Well, actually, no, 3 of them just dropped new stuff. So all like one after the other. Eminem dropped something new. LL Cool J just dropped something new.
Right.
One of my favorite indie rappers, Homeboy Sandman, he just dropped a whole new project, and I'm like, why am I so worried about what everybody else is listening to? I'm I find new stuff to listen to every day, and next thing you know, somebody does a reaction to it online, right? Like we were just talking about Method Man, Redman, and Wu-Tang. I'm seeing Gen Z kids and some Gen Alpha kids reacting to Protect Your Neck, and they love it, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, that's the good positive side for real, because you're not lying. Like the thing is, if you search for the stuff that you like and you know that you like it, you're probably going to find it. But I think the biggest problem now, Kyle, is what gets pushed.
Yeah,
is more agenda than anything, man. I mean, and that's firmly my opinion. I'm not saying
that's actually fact. That's been proven.
It's pure a fucking agenda because you have to find. I say it all the time. You have to find good music. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. You'll have Spice Ice or whatever. What's her name? Ice Spice. Ice Spice. Ice Water, whatever, motherfucker. But it's like. You'll find her shit. It'll be on, Glorilla and all these people, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You'll see 1 million of their songs come on Hot 97 fucking 40 times an hour. You feel me? But to go find like a new song or whatever, even somebody that they say has been, maybe one of the legends, they're, not their time anymore, not their prime anymore. You got to search for that shit. You got to search for the newer R&B songs that are coming out hitting the street that ain't hitting the airwaves anymore. That's not hitting even the TikToks and shit, man. You know what I mean? You got to find that shit. I heard a song walking through Walmart, and I was like, "What the hell is?" It wasn't even an R&B or a rap song. It was like a pop song. Like my song's pretty fucking hot. Like,
it was like, oh, I gotta find this. They'll still, but now you have other avenues that people use to get like placements on playlists and and their music licensed to different TV shows and stuff like that.
That's
so
right.
You really just have to listen, but at the same time keep an open mind, because I'm not 100%. While I may not be 100% down with the stuff that's out right now, I don't completely take it out. But there are things I have to be very selective about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
It's just you just gotta be selective. Like, okay, like for example, I got a lot of nieces and nephews, right? They're being exposed to a lot of content all at one time. You know what I'm saying? Except for my 2-year-old little nephew, whose parents listen to all types of music. But when I say they start old school, I mean old school Stax Records and Motown. Okay,
listen, that's the best shit.
Like they're
good ass music. Like
I'm talking my sister and her partner. They will listen to everything from freaking you got your Michael Jacksons, your Jackson 5, your Smokey Robinsons, your classic stuff, your Anita Bakers, your Nina Simone's, right? And then they got him listening to stuff like, he likes so far one song by Naughty by Nature, but he loves New Edition and freaking Michael Jackson. He's developing his taste right now, and it's all stuff that our parents and we grew up on so far.
That's right. And you want to know something? That's part of our job too. You notice that more. Like I definitely do my due diligence with my kids, and we do things like listen to Michael Jackson. They like I said, watch the different cartoons and Spider-Mans and shit like that I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? And we have the luxury to do that too, because that wasn't something you always could do, man. You know what I'm saying? If you had a Michael Jackson album and shit like that, but now you go to Spotify, you go to Google Music, whatever, and you literally type in whatever you want, and you can go back through time and time surf on all the classic stuff that you grew up on. We're 37, you know what I'm saying? So we're at the age where we do remember before, getting all the great technology and everything like that. We were hitting tape decks, we were hitting CDs, man. Before that, they were doing records. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like
vinyl. I am amazed at vinyl's like resurgence into pop culture. You know what I'm saying? Because past few years I've been seeing a lot of vinyl, but there's all selective stuff. And a lot of the artists that I follow, even the indie artists, they will make sure to have a vinyl version of their record, right?
Yeah. I think it's more of like because of I don't know if it's like nostalgia. People get that kind of the artsy kid. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who they want a little bit more modernized. I don't know if modernized is the thing. They want the little old fashioned kind of, you know what I'm saying, symbolism. When you get a vinyl record, there's nothing wrong with it, but I enjoy the progression. Don't get me wrong. Like I enjoy the fact that I can go ahead and make a playlist of fucking 50,000 songs and just put it on and never get tired. You feel me? Like I walk around with my Spotify comedy list all day, and I'm just listening to comedian after comedian. Yep. So check this out though. We were talking about Ice Spice. I remember hearing this earlier. And I didn't really, know too much about it. I honestly don't know too much about her. She fine as shit. That's about it. But I don't really. I think she's sexy. She's pretty sexy. But she got that. Ever since she did that demonic shit at the Super Bowl, I was kind of like, it was kind of like, what for? When I saw it, then people started pointing it out. I don't know if anybody ever saw it, but yeah, she like the camera panned to her and Taylor Swift, and she had like an upside down cross on, and I don't fucking know, man. They're just weird, man. They're just fucking weird, yo. They're just really weird, man.
It's a very I don't know if that's I don't know if they're doing that to get attention or whatever, but somebody's gonna point something out. You know what I'm saying?
But why is that like the level that you go to, man? It's just so fucking weird. But this is the But this is so I heard this earlier. So Ice Spice said has lost 25 million monthly Spotify listeners in just 1 year. I don't even know how they count that. I don't know if they even count that or whatever. But says Ice Spice will be dropping her new album next month. Ice Spice has had a meteoric rise to fame with her song Munch, which dropped back in 2022. I don't even know she's been out that long.
That was 2022.
Probably the end of it. But okay,
because I remember that was a summer banger, and then I saw the video, and I'm like, I kind of like this. I don't know if I'll be able to listen to a whole, like, she didn't even have a full album out. She just had a couple singles and an EP.
Right? Yeah, this is supposed to be her first. I guess this is supposed to be her debut album. But to be honest, man, I've heard a couple songs from her. The only thing that I know about the girls that come out now that are rapping, Nicki Minaj is talented. She was the only one that I saw and listened to that I was like, yeah, this girl can spit, bro. Like, she spit fire. Like, the other girls now, it seems like everybody's coming out shaking their ass, man. That is literally it. Like, there
are like, I can name a few people offhand right now who do not do that, or at least don't do that regularly. That's not their whole shtick. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, you got somebody like Rhapsody, who
I never heard of her.
Look her up. Look her up if you want.
See, you gotta find her. See?
Look her up. She's worked with everybody from like freaking DJ Premier, a few other big ones. She is a monster. I'm gonna just tell you this right now. Her Snow the Product, who I've been a fan of for a while, learned about her through Tech Nine, because she's been a regular like feature on Tech Nine stuff, and she has her own label and her own style, and it is very yeah. See, she is like
She got like an MC Light kind of look. She's 41.
exactly
Okay,
no,
I see
and,
why I
and,
don't know.
and that's it. If you listen to her bars, man,
Yeah, I bet.
it's
Yeah, probably spill the fire.
it's bars, it's fire. Okay,
But see, it's crazy that we literally just had this conversation, and in the conversation that we're having still, we're proving what we said. I didn't want to say
you
that
have to look for them because they're not
you gotta
being
find it,
like
bro.
that. You gotta find it. You know,
Crazy.
but they're not. But with the advent of the internet, it's not that hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the weird music, the music really finds me. You know, they find me. Like I'll scroll through Instagram or I'll be on Spotify, and next thing you know, it'll hit me with something. I'm like, oh, you might like this artist. Let me play it. And I'm like, oh, wait, run that back.
Yeah,
I gotta listen. I gotta listen to that again. What was that? And I listen to all types of genres. So now if I really like a really like an artist, okay, like you on my regular rotation, but then I'm like, okay, what else you got? I'll go through their catalog and see what other songs hit me. My thing is, will I listen to a full album of this? That's my whole thing, you know?
Dave, you scared the shit out of me. I just gotta tell you right now, because I saw something moving. IT Tiff over here scared the shit out of me, y'all.
Hey,
see what the wife does. But yeah, but no, definitely, Kyle. I mean, you're absolutely right, man. You know, when you hear something new, and if you're that person as well that likes to you'll jump in and dive full throttle into it. Let me find out more about this and investigate and learn new shit, and have a whole new situation going for you. But it is also
I'll sing you some stuff. I will.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I know it's out there, bro. But the thing is, it's like you said before. Summertime was a time you gotta find that shit. But remember, used to be back in the day, you'd be able to be in the car, brand new music, blah blah. You still hear that sometimes, but it's the same fucking people, man. Yeah, but you can find music. There's no doubt about that.
That's the thing. But you're right. It is an agenda, because that's why when people started noticing that they were playing the same 10 songs every hour, it was like, what else? What else we got? Because I remember going to like road trips. Like me and my family would take road trips to the South, right? And if I heard the same song when we got out the car and then when we got back in the car,
right away.
I was like,
when you're getting in and getting out, same fucking time.
Exactly. Like, I'll tell you. I love Lil Wayne. Okay. However, when that song Lollipop came out, I was not a fan.
Oh man.
When his Lollipop song came out, I was not a fan. I don't know what it was. Maybe too much auto-tune. I don't know. But I remember hearing it the whole time. Me and my family, I forgot where we were going. But I heard that song all through our freaking vacation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I remember that. I hate that song too.
So I can make it juicy for you. Yeah, look.
Oh, man, that was a whining this fucking song. Yeah, I hated that song. Bro.
It is
like, yo, listen, we've been on this topic for a while, but yo, listen, I mean, are the legends being pushed out of the game? Yeah, of course they are, because like we both said, it's different times, and Meth handled it well. But at the same time, it does suck that there's certain people out there that aren't when you perform at Hot 97, and one of the things back in the day, even for us, like, you know what I'm saying, you bring, some old school people up on the stage, like, oh shit, okay, guys coming in here and throwing down, whatever. But now it's like, it seems like, because the styles are so different now, I don't think we getting that anymore, man. I think we're moving away from being able to do certain things like that. Like he said, man, the crowd is too different. You could have been back in the day and been an Eminem fan, been even a Lil Wayne fan, and then pull Wu-Tang up on the stage and people would have went crazy. Pull fucking LL on the stage, people would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have did that. You could have did that even maybe 15 years ago, but now you can forget about it. Like
look at it this way. Look at it this way. Everything comes back around, right? Eventually, what is new now will be old, and they'll have the same and they'll be having the same conversations with the little Gen Alphas as they get older, and then the Gen Alphas, whatever the generation is called that comes after them, it's gonna be the same thing. When I came up, I was listening to Ice Spice and freaking Sexy Red, and now what do we got? I'm sorry, Grandpa. We're mostly listening to AI music now.
Yep. That's what's gonna be for real. It's gonna be Netflix AI.
Man, I got that new binary code album. Zeros and 2, zeros and 1s. Come on, let's go. You know,
it's gonna be the Terminator and shit.
For real.
Arnold Schwarzenegger music. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump into another segment on the show. We're not gonna do too long of a show today. I don't want to. Definitely have. It's been like a long week, like Kyle said earlier. We had a lot going on, but of course we wouldn't be here if we didn't do
the watch list.
The watch list, baby. That's right. We got a couple of things that's going on that we got to talk about. Kyle, I didn't even check with you. I know you saw one of these movies, but I didn't check with you if you saw the other one. So we're gonna talk with the one that I know that you did see, me and you did see, and that first movie of the night to talk about that we're going to rate and talk about is somewhere on this list here. Godzilla -1. All right, yo. Kyle, go ahead. You start us off, bro. What did you feel about Godzilla -1?
Emotional. Okay. Emotional. I'm sitting here like me. It was me and my lady because she wanted to watch it. She knew a little bit about Godzilla, but she wanted to know more. So she decided to start her journey with Godzilla -1. Now she wants to watch the classic films, right? We're watching this together. And I'm sitting here getting emotional because of what they're telling us. Like this went back to Godzilla's roots. Okay, this went back to Godzilla's roots. He was pretty much the bad guy in this film.
Yeah, the whole movie. Yeah, he was bad. The
whole movie, but the whole movie was talking about family. It was talking about mental stress, like PTSD. It was talking about pulling yourself back up when you're down. Like there was a lot of emotion that went into this movie, and it just made me go. At one point, I'm not gonna tell you what point, but at one point, I screamed at my laptop screen and said, "No!" I'm like, it got that heavy for me.
Oh shit!
It got that heavy for me. It was that crazy. And
this was a good ass movie, man.
Oh my god, this scene.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead, man. I don't want to take up the whole thing. You go ahead.
The one thing about this Godzilla movie, first off, just right off the bat, Godzilla looked fucking incredible, man.
CG effects.
It's unreal, man. His eyes, even like you said, with this thing right, like his eyes are so in depth. You feel me? Like it's terrifying, man. Mm-hmm. They made in all other Godzilla movies that we watch for the most part, he was more likely not. You forget he's a monster basically because Godzilla did kind of play like the good guy role. He was coming,
in some eras, yeah.
Basically, especially like the modernized ones, like he played like the big bads come in, and then we have to get Godzilla to fight him. Like that was where it really turned out for a lot of the years. But this one, like you said, man, was just literally, he was just fucking brutal, man. He didn't care, literally just kicking ass, walking slow, and just the power of his damn nuclear breath or whatever the hell it's called. Like, the effects that they made it and showed his true power, the regeneration, you know what I'm saying? Like
the regeneration, especially.
That shit was, I didn't even know that about Godzilla. I don't even know if that's like something that they all have or whatever. I know each story was kind of different.
But each one he takes on a different, form and gets stronger. And it's, like I said, the effects here, like you can have a bunch of crazy effects, but it's nothing without the storytelling.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
At least to me. And this was a gut punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The story
So-
of this movie was so damn good. That, like you just said, and that's what it takes, man. And you want to know something? Like, we have two really incredible movies that we're talking about today. I'm just gonna tell you that from the beginning. But we watch so many movies, and I know I've done, since we've been back, we've done a bunch of watch list things, and I've literally struggled with trying to do something. I said when I came back, I don't want to give 10s to everything. I want a 10 to be super hard to give out. But I also, like, it hasn't been hard. It hasn't been hard. I've been like, yeah, this has been good, but it's just like, okay, it was good for what it was.
It was good for what it was.
Yeah, this shit was good, just well-rounded story, well-rounded monster, effects. Everything was good about this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything bad, honestly.
It deserves. It got a bunch of awards after it came out, because and I can't believe that was only a few months ago. These movies are coming out quicker and quicker now. But but it got a bunch of awards, and especially since it's a Japanese film, right? And it got a lot of recognition from the Academy because of this storytelling, and because of the effects, and because of the acting. It was just that good.
That good, man. Big shout out to Godzilla -1. All right, guys, if you want to go watch it, it is currently on Netflix.
Oh yeah, and Netflix. Big ups to Netflix for getting the license for it. I didn't think they were going to be the first ones to do it.
Yeah, Netflix, in my opinion, bro. I've said it a couple times on here. Netflix is probably one of the easiest places to watch movies, man. It's not a hassle. You get on Netflix and everything is
raise up the price.
They raised the prices. I mean, at the end of the day, they raised the prices, man. There ain't shit we can do about it. Unfortunately, you go to Hulu when you want to watch shit without, commercials, you got to pay $18, $20 there too. It's the new age, man. But I really enjoy the fact that it's simple, bro. It's like anybody could use it. I've worked with like older people and stuff like that, and I've showed them like, hey, look, you just literally press the button and you're there. There's other things like even Amazon Prime, like you got to go away to the top of the
Prime,
find movies.
Hulu,
Netflix,
Disney Plus.
Shout out to Netflix for sure. But Kyle, let's go ahead and start it off. Let's just get your rating, and then we'll go ahead and put it in. I'm gonna guess your rating. Let's do it like that. I'm gonna guess your rating. And then you tell me if yours is right. Now Kyle's not as hard as me. I'm not even close to 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess this for Kyle, and this is what my guess is.
Yep. 10s across the board. 10s across the freaking board for this one. I have no notes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This was a really good movie, man. I can't even hate on it. I don't really even have much to say bad about it. I mean, I don't, if anything, to say bad about it. Tear jerker, definitely, on top of a monster film. Like, you got that combination. The shit's got to be good. So mine is definitely going to be...
Yay!
Still good.
5, baby.
Still
it's
good.
close. It's close. It's not a 10. But now I got to
close.
explain myself, right? I got to explain myself. Why is it not a 10? The simplest fact, it's going to sound horrible. The simplest fact, it wasn't my, type of movie as far as just, I don't know, it might sound bad or whatever, but if it happened in America, if it was American done, I don't know, I might have been even more into it than, it was the Huts and stuff like that or whatever. But if it was, I don't know, that's just my opinion. Fuck it. I mean,
okay. So
if it was American based, I would have been, maybe it might have been hit a little stronger for me. But it still was good. It still was phenomenal to me. But I got to find something, so.
You had to find something. You were scraping for that one. You were scraping for that one.
I was scraping for that one.
You wanted to give it a 10, but it's like, nah, get me that easy on it. I know it's good, but I gotta find something.
Listen, the next one's gonna be even worse. All right, so this is the next one on the watch list. So we got Godzilla -1, and yeah, definitely a great movie. No matter what, like, I'm trying my super hardest not to hit 10. And that one was hard not to get to it. But, of course, the next one, I'm probably going to be a little bit more biased because it is actually my favorite movies of all time. And that is Bad Boys, what you gonna do? Bad Boys 4. Yo, Kyle, did you see this, bro?
I did not get the opportunity to, and I found places to watch it, but let's just say
Yeah.
quality was bad. You know?
Oh yeah. That's one of the things, and I feel you, Kyle, because if I'm watching anything and finding places to watch something, and everybody knows what we're talking about, it has to be good quality, bro. I'd rather I'll pay $40 before I watch a movie that I really want to see. You know, on crappy quality or whatever, especially when it's like dark scenes. You can forget about it. You can't see shit.
I felt like I was back in the 90s watching tapes, man.
Yeah,
I felt like it was that bad. Everybody had that uncle that had that plug that had all the movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they walked around our neighborhoods in the laundromats. Shit, we come from the hood, so the Chinese guy come in and say,
if the movie has an audience, I'm not watching it anymore.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. You see people's heads. Nah, I'm done. I'd rather just watch this shit when it's free. But all right. So I know Kyle won't say too much. I'm not going to give anything away. But what I will say, I've been a fan of Bad Boys. Literally my favorite movie. My two favorite actors teamed up at the time where when I was younger, I used to watch Martin. I used to watch Fresh Prince, and then I saw them both get in the movie. I said, "Oh, come on, this is." And then the movie was good, action packed. Bad Boys. I've rocked with Bad Boys since I was little. And I went into Bad Boys 3 with like, oh, this is crazy. Like, they're coming back. Bad Boys 3 was really good. It was a really good fucking movie. I loved it. When I saw Bad Boys 4 coming out, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, bro. I don't know what they're going to do. And that's what I was saying when I was going into Bad Boys 4. I'm like, all right, man. My expectations was like kind of like, all right, I'm going to watch it because that's my shit. Like, I know I'm going to like it because I love Bad Boys. Let me tell you something. This movie, I mean, 1,000,000% exceeded my expectations, bro.
Really?
It was so damn good. We were watching it, and you know, like, you're surprised that when you start like looking around, like, yo, is this fucking movie like? I thought that it was gonna be just kind of like the same old, man. But the story, the Martin and Will, everything about it, the dynamics, everything was just great, man. And they did it so. A lot of people are talking about line. I try to stay away from people talking, but there's a lot of like real surprise parts in it. That's just like, it's just a really, really good movie. So, you know, that's the most I'm gonna say because I don't want to, you know, take away anybody's experience because I hate that shit. But yeah, Kyle, if you get the opportunity, man, like this is one to definitely go spend some money on if you need to. But since you didn't see it, I'll go ahead and throw my guy up here. So, for Bad Boys 4, my favorite movie, let's see what I'm going to give it.
Yay!
It gets a 9.5. I ain't never given it a 10. I don't give a fuck.
So what was it? What was it?
This is a little spoiler. It's a baby spoiler. Baby spoiler. It's such a baby spoiler. The baby's not even born. It's not even sperm yet. The only reason I told IT Tip I was gonna do this shit in the car when we were driving from the theater too. The only reason I'm giving this movie a 9.5 is because it did not have his wife Teresa. They replaced the character. That was it. That's it, literally.
What?
Teresa, if you watched all three movies, Martin's wife, Teresa, she's been the same. I don't know the actress's name, but she's been the same for all three movies. She played the wife in Spawn. If you remember Spawn with Michael Jai White, she played his wife. She's been in a lot of movies over the years. But she's been the same.
For this one?
Yeah, she and the person that they replaced her with, I don't like her. She's the girl from, if you remember, she's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of Tyler Perry stuff. The loudmouth girl from Daddy's Little Girls with Idris Alba. His wife. I can't stand that lady. They replaced her with her. That's the only thing. That's literally the only thing of why instead of the 10, you got a 9.5. I'm telling y'all, if I give y'all a 10, y'all better fucking quit your job to watch that movie because it's gonna be phenomenal. You see me give a 10 out this motherfucker, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make it difficult. I'll give a 9.9 and a half. If I give a 10, that shit, I was in it.
You were in it?
I was in it, and I'm getting paid to give that bitch a 10. I'm telling you right now. But all right, Kyle, we ain't gonna go too much longer tonight, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up with the top 5, of course. But definitely 2 great movies. If you guys got some time, check out Godzilla for sure. You can watch that in your house. We'll have new movies next week on the watch list. There's a couple movies I actually want to watch. There's that shark movie on Netflix that I wanted to check out. It's new. Been hearing a little bit about it, and they got a couple of documentaries coming out, and there's a big one. What's it called? Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy is coming back out.
Did you see that Shaq promo?
Did I? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's for that movie.
It's for the movie. Basically, they had Shaq act like he was doing an audition to play Eddie Murphy's character.
Axel Foley. Oh damn! No, I didn't see that at all. Did you see the other Beverly Hills Cops?
I gotta go back and watch. It's been a long time. It's been like 30-something years since the last one. So
1994, I think.
So yeah, I gotta go back and watch them all. I'm familiar with them though.
Yeah, I just recently, like last month, I think, I just watched all 3 of them all over, and great movies, bro. Great movies, great action movies. Funny, you know what I'm saying? A lot of character in them. Also, I just got done rewatching because next month, I just rewatched the whole series, one of my favorite series of all time. That's the new Cobra Kai, man. I just rewatched all of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is gonna be back out in July, and I cannot wait to review the first. It's probably gonna be 5. I think it's like 5 episodes.
The first
part. Yeah, 3 parts. 3 parts of the last season.
3 parts. At least they told us when to expect them. But yeah. But come on.
I hate it, bro. Yeah. We don't live in that era no more. Like just like Method Man and shit. Tie-in.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up for the night, and of course, wrapping up. We don't have a show-off segment tonight. Sorry, guys, I didn't find one. I'll find one next week. But we definitely gonna hit y'all. Let me go ahead and get all this stuff situated. I'm tired. I know IG Tiff wants to play Fortnite. We usually get on the game and play Fortnite. That's our shit, man. We play Fortnite. Wrap up before bedtime. Then I'll then I'll take a shower, and then I'll lay down in bed and watch TikTok until I fucking fall asleep, which is usually like 20 minutes maybe, and I'll go sleep like 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'll be calling my lady right after this.
There you go. Yep. Gotta keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah. But all right, guys, we're gonna be doing the. Do I have a thing for that? I don't even know if I made one. No, we're just gonna get into this top five time, guys. So today, the top 5 is gonna be favorite snacks of the 90s. Now, I might have cheated a little bit on this, Kyle. I might have cheated a little bit. So I'm gonna be honest or whatever, because I kind of picked categories instead of actual things. But we'll work it out. So we're going from 5. We're going from 5 and working our way down. So let me go ahead and pull up your list that I got here as well. And then we're going to talk about some snacks in the 90s, bro, because this is actually a big one for me. I love 90s shit. I love. So, listen, that's what it is. Kyle, we're going to start with you on this one. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the first one. So Kyle's number 5 pick for favorite snacks of the 90s is... Can you guess? These guys right here, Butterfinger BBs, yo. All right, Kyle, tell us what you liked about the Butterfinger BBs.
They were at this time, I think they were making every other snack miniature.
Yeah. Crunch.
Exactly. It was the Crunch. It was the Bart Simpson. It was the Bart Simpson commercial. Because he was the Simpsons were all over Butterfingers in the 90s. nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. All that, all that
right.
stuff. So that's what made you want to get it, right? But then I asked a couple of my homies what was their favorite snack, right? And they mentioned this, and then I had to cross-reference that. I was like, wait, okay, I remember this being out in the 90s, but when did this come out? And then Google was like 94. I'm like, okay, we good. All right, cool. So it was just a nice, fun little miniature, round snack. Like that's it. They just turned the Butterfinger into BBs. You know what? Now that I think about it,
they were good.
They were really good. They were really good.
Good.
But also, I wonder, because you know how kids like to throw stuff at other kids. You think anybody ever took a freaking Butterfinger BB to the back of the head?
Oh shit, probably, definitely.
Like at lunch or something.
At lunch in the movie theaters, in library. Yeah, I mean we used to throw shit.
Like what would you remember when we used to trade snacks? Like
oh yeah,
like
sure.
these would go. Like I could trade those for something good real quick.
Yeah. Butterfingers was always my sister's favorite. Whenever we had like the option, when you go into the store with your parents or something like that, I gotta get them candy. I would always pick Twix. Twix was my shit. Twix and Kit Kat was my shit. And Butterfingers was my sister's. But I loved Butterfingers too, though. The only thing I didn't like about them when I was little is I didn't like how they got stuck in your teeth. That was like the biggest thing, because you'll pick that shit out like you're digging for gold, bro.
Right.
But they're still good. When the BBs came out, it was just like you said, they're just little balls. And it's something about when you're a kid, like, and you just got like, the little balls of candy or whatever, like, cheese puffs or whatever. I don't know why it was more appealing, but yeah, it was just easy to throw up in the air and catch in your mouth and stuff like that or whatever. But Butterfinger BBs is definitely a great choice for sure. All right, my number 5. What do I have in my number 5? I gotta find all these pictures. I got a million pictures in here. Fruit snacks. Fruit snacks. More specifically, Shark Bites, bro. Shark Bites right here. This is my number 5. And honestly, like I said before, I kind of cheated because I kind of threw all the categories in here. So I'm talking fruit snacks. I'm talking, fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot. I don't know if you remember. It's called string ups.
Oh, the string, like
that. Yeah, string thing. Remember those?
The string things. I used to just devour those.
I used to love that shit, bro. Everything was so much fun.
They wanted to make food, they wanted to make food fun and interactive. Like
fun, bro. Yeah, food was fun when we were kids, bro. It was like, everything you can play with. Gushers, that's right. Damn, I left some of these pictures out. But Gushers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when Gushers came out, them shits was good, bro. And like you said, like you sitting around at the cafeteria table and stuff like that. We had our cafeteria was in our gym in elementary school, so they used to pull down the benches and stuff like that for lunchtime. And we go in there, we were sitting on the benches, and we just like, oh, what you got? Or you get the hot food from the ladies, and it was always so damn good, bro. And fruit snacks was definitely mine. Shark Bites is my favorite, not the ones of today. Because the ones of today are like, I don't know what it is, man. It's just not like the same. Yeah, they have. I don't know if they still have them now, but the ones that came later, they were like in a blue box and had like a cartoon shark on it, but they weren't the same texture as the ones that back in the day. Like these were. Like
they changed up the formula to a lot of them because I think they changed up the formula to a lot of stuff to try to make it more healthy, but let's face facts. None of this stuff was healthy. Okay, it was all full of dyes and sugars and processed stuff. We're not supposed to, but it tasted so good, we didn't care. So,
yeah, dead ass serious too. But so the fruit stuff that was always a favorite. Fruit snacks, all that shit. That's my number 5. All right, Kyle, what you got for number 4? We got looks like for your number 4, you got
bubble tape.
Bubble tape. Oh, remember this shit? This one gum was fun, bro. Candy.
I got to taste this a few times before my mother banned me from chewing gum.
Really?
Interesting story. So, you remember those when McDonald's had toys like the stuff that would make like the miniature food? right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my sister and I had the one that would make French fries out of stuff, right?
yep,
And
yeah, that too.
I was chewing some mint gum, right? I was chewing some mint Trident gum, and I was like, I wonder what it would feel like if I put the gum inside of the fry maker. So I put it inside the fry maker, and it gummed up the gears. My mom saw it, and she was like, "You're not allowed to have gum again." But before that, I would have this on occasion, right? I would have the bubble tape. I would just take the whole thing out and just start chewing. You know?
Oh, you didn't have fun with it, Kyle. You gotta pull it like the tape, man.
You had to pull it like a tape. I know, like, and they got you with those, and they got you with those commercials. Once again, those commercials were just
commercials are great.
The commercial with the angry old lady, like she would be a Karen today, right?
Remember that? Oh yeah, the teacher and shit like that or whatever.
Teacher,
the cartoon one. Bro, the commercials used to be everything used to be so good, and it was tailored for fun and just
it was tailored to get us to beg our parents to get this stuff. They
should go back to doing that shit. I'm bored. I'm bored as the parent now. I want my kids to want shit, you know.
Oh man, now they just want you to get internet packages, cell phones, and stuff like that. Yeah, so
fucking corny, boring.
It's a bit sterile. The '90s were colorful. Let's say
super
that.
Fun, bro. And I saw a picture. I saw this a long time ago too, but I just saw a picture again, and it was repeating it, where it said like it was a shot of McDonald's, and how just McDonald's is like gray now.
Oh
and,
yeah,
it's just a McDonald's sign, but then it showed like the '90s McDonald's,
the old
colorful, got slides,
yeah,
fucking characters and clowns. I'm like, bro, what happened to us, man?
No, it's become more and more. Like the older we get, the more corporate things become.
But that's what sucks though, because it's our generation.
I know.
Isn't that what's fucking crazy?
I know.
We grew up with the fun, everything. The same people that's running shit now in those parts are the same people that grew up with us. They're the same kids in our 40s. They're the same motherfuckers, bro. There might be some older ones or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, it's the same kind of team, bro.
It's the same kind of stuff. But look at what we have now. We're in the age of remixes, reboots, remakes, and all of that. Who's making that? It's us.
Yep. For us, it's all us.
It's us.
Poetry Forever said, was anyone ever daring enough to take a bite of the whole tape roll? Just me. Not Kyle said he just did it too.
Once. I did it once.
The whole thing.
And yeah, I tried to get the whole thing in my mouth. And this was like, I don't know how old I was when I tried to do that. Just daring myself. No one had to ask me to do it. I just did it. I was at home too, so
and just chilling.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Listen, you gotta go for it sometimes, man. All right, my number 4. Number 4 for me. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Here we go. This is another fun one. I did include juices on here as well, because it's just some of the favorite shit I used to like to have. And one of my favorites is, y'all gonna get this one right away. Squeeze It. Remember Squeeze It, bro? With the faces on them, the angry face and the happy face, and Squeeze It's, Mondos.
I just learned that those plastic caps, you could actually reuse them. I just
drink it from them, yeah.
You drink from them, but you could also use them as lids. Like turn them upside down, put them inside I didn't know you could do that. I used to throw them out.
Shit, me too. I peel it off and then drink the juice in 5 seconds and then throw them right in the trash. But bro, when these, like we were just talking about with bubble tape and stuff like that, the commercials for Squeeze It, bro, the commercials knew just what they were doing. They knew you wanted to have this in your lunchbox, with your food and shit. And there was no doubt. We used to go to the store, we passed the juice out. Mom, can I get Squeeze It? Can I get Mondos? Can I get this? Yeah, okay, whatever. Bro, we lived with that shit, bro. So definitely Squeeze It, juices, stuff like that for me. Now I still like Capri Suns, and of course High C juices. I still drink them just to this day.
High C
juice boxes.
Ecto Cooler. The Ecto Cooler was my favorite flavor, and I'm glad that stuck around for a while.
Yeah, you can still get it on Amazon and shit. You can still get a case of it.
Oh, but I'm mad about Capri Sun. You know why I'm mad about Capri Sun? Because they started putting that in bottles.
Nah,
right?
Stop playing with me, yo.
They started putting that in bottles. I was at BJ's the other day. I saw a whole big bottle of it, And I'm like,
That
when
should
I
be
saw
against the
this,
law.
I'm like, y'all don't know, like, this is gonna make me sound really old and really cranky. Y'all don't know the struggle of going through that freaking pouch and stabbing the pouches to get that juice out.
But when you got that shit, it was the greatest thing in the world. Capri Suns, yo, that was another good commercial when they had the liquid people and the skateboards.
People that would turn into puddles.
Yeah,
Capri
yeah,
Suns
bro.
Cool.
Capri Suns were, oh man, yo, this shit was, I don't know, bro. I hate it here. That's what people say now, right? Fucking crazy, man. I'm just saying, like, things used to be so damn good. All right, let's jump into number 3. All right, number 3, Kyle, you got an interesting one. This is one that I didn't really have a lot of interest in, but I definitely heard about it. That's Go-Gurt.
Yeah, Go-Gurt.
I remember the commercial starting for this one.
Go-Gurt. Here's the thing. A lot of the snacks we had, like, I had to really think, were they actually out in the 90s? Because I was about to put Doritos on this list, but Doritos had been around since forever. So, but
ain't nothing like them classic Dorito packaging, though. I'm telling you right out there, the '90s Dorito packages with the Halloween one with the damn skeleton with the guitar and the mohawk. Shit, those are the greatest Doritos of all time.
They got creative. Now, Go-Gurt, it's yogurt in a tube, but you put that in the freezer for a couple hours and freeze that joint, right? There you go. You got yourself a nice popsicle.
There you go. Hey, listen. See, for me, I didn't like yogurt, so I never was a yogurt guy. Like I didn't like the cups of yogurt really, and I had them for some reason. It just always had like a chalky taste to me, bro.
Everybody's got different tastes, literally.
Yeah. So Go-Gurt, but I remember that when the commercials came out for Go-Gurt, and like you said, everything was kind of tailored to kids, man. And it was like, you had the kid skateboarding, and he's holding the Go-Gurt, and it's like. You already like yogurt's already a to-go food. Like it's like just put it in the cup and go wherever you want. But and then they had everything catered out. They did it well. And then people used to love these, man. This is another thing that was in the lunchbox in the school cafeteria and everything like that or whatever. So Go-Gurt for sure, man. Go-Gurt, jump on it, and still around, still popular too. People still love that shit. But all right, so we at number. All right, number 3. Here's another one where I cheat. I'll tell you right now, I cheated my ass off on this one right here. My number 3 favorite is cartoon character foods. Like that was one of my favorite things. Walking in the store, and whether it was Chef Boyardee, I want the Turtles macaroni and cheese. I want the Spider-Man. They knew what they were doing, putting these guys on these cans, bro.
The promos on these were ridiculous. Like they knew exactly what they were doing. I would get the Ninja Turtle one in a heartbeat.
Still to this day, I say fuck the steak dinner. Give me that Ninja Turtle, Chef Boyardee.
Give me the Ninja Turtle, and I'll get the Pokemon. And I remember when Chef Junior came out. I remember those commercials,
bro. But remember that. Remember this right here? The Teenage Ninja Turtle cereal? Bro. Yeah. Man, it's been so much, man. So many like different things.
Everywhere. And okay. Yeah. Remember when cereal commercials had plot lines?
Oh yeah.
Like there was a part 1, 2. Can they get out of this situation? Da 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 da. Can you help? Right. Can you help? Sugar, could you help Sugar Bill if Sugar Bear get out of this situation? Toucan Sam, freaking Captain Crunch is getting raided by this freaking beast or whatever, and you would have to help him out on the side of a box. I'm like, they're trying to make. You might as well give them real real cartoons. But this was when they stopped doing the trying to basically sell toys to kids through these cartoons. They stopped doing that for a while, but I would have watched the Captain Crunch. Series.
Bro, I remember at one point when we got our computer, this may be right after the 90s, but we got our computer and they had a Captain Crunch like video game for the computer, a CD-ROM game. Yeah. That shit was fun, bro.
Everybody had a game. Just about everybody had a game. The Flintstones, they OGs in the game. They've sold everything from from cereal to cigarettes. So
yeah, for real. Flintstones are legends. Flintstones are legends for real. Let's see what comments is talking about. All right, she said Poetry Forever is watching this. Meanwhile, the Trix Rabbit still never got a bowl of damn.
Facts.
Don't get this man nothing, bro.
Facts. Man, what do you think he's going? What do you think he's gonna do if he gets he gets some tricks?
Give him some damn cereal, bro. He's eating carrots his whole life.
Cereal.
Watching everybody eat colorful shit, and then we're gonna just be assholes to him. No, Mr. Rabbit.
Oh man, and they did him dirty even with the Trix yogurt. But I just remembered that he was in a Got Milk commercial. They did a crossover between the milk company and freaking Trix. And he was like, I finally got it. They give him some milk, and there's no milk in the carton, so he can't.
That is a genius commercial, bro. That's like one of the best marketing things I've ever heard.
That was a great marketing plan. Oh my god,
I never heard of that. Holy shit.
Look it up. It's hilarious. Look up those old
I'm definitely gonna look at that.
Milk commercials. And they were trying to get us to. Oh my god,
man, it's just, everything used to have so much production, so much character. Man, everything's fucking boring.
Yeah,
now.
But they were all just trying to sell us stuff.
They really were.
The reason why those you want to know the reason why those Got Milk commercials exist? That campaign exists because they noticed people stopped drinking milk. Like the consumption of milk went down. They're like, okay, what are we gonna do? We gotta.
They were smart because everybody was saying that milk was good for you, and then people started to find out it really wasn't.
The cow milk. No, that's good for cows. You know.
Listen, man. We found a way to get it. Now we're drinking the life out of it. But all right, Cal, we're gonna jump into your number two. Your number two is you jumped up there, and your number two is fruit roll-ups, baby.
Fruit roll-ups.
I remember. Yep.
The fruit snacks.
Back in the day, fruit snacks, fruit roll-ups. Yeah, definitely. Was it the 90s without these fruit rollers, fruit by the foot? Fruit snacks, everything like that. It was just super fun. Now you had the TikToks and stuff like that, hacks where people were taking them and wrapping them in vanilla ice cream, putting them in a freezer.
I
know.
Like I saw that. I saw that.
Amazing.
I'm like,
I never tried it, but
I ain't tried it either. But I'm like, I never thought. Even as a kid, I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, fruit by the foot was my favorite. I didn't, for some reason, I liked it, once again, like the character fruit roll-ups. Yeah. I would get, the Spider-Man. Remember they had, the peel them off and make a picture of them and shit. Yeah, I used to like those. But fruit roll-ups weren't the best for me. That was my sister. She loved fruit roll-ups. I like fruit by the foot, like the long ones where you take it and you peel it off like the tape and you just eat on that shit. I don't know, but it was really good, bro. My number two. Let me see. What do I got for number two? Oh, number two. This is a good one right here. Number two. Freeze Pops, baby. Flavor ice. Not popsicles or Otter Pops or Pop Ice. Flavor ice. If them shits don't say Flay-Ver ice on them, I don't want them, bro.
Man.
Flavor ice. Remember these joints, right?
I remember what I would do first is I would just suck the juice out, like anything that would melt. I would just suck the juice out first before getting the rest of the ice out. But it would cut my mouth up.
Oh, you got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful with them.
It would cut my freaking mouth up.
Yep, that's the sides of the damn plat. If you're the kid that likes to suck it down and rip it out of your mouth, bro, yeah, you'll get paper cuts all inside of your mouth and shit. That's horrible. But, you go in these on nothing like a damn fresh pack of these going in the freezer. And then a few hours later, you go back to the freezer and they're all, together. Here's where you fuck up. You go and you pull the pieces apart and you pull it too hard and you rip some of the plastic off. So then you're eating some of it and some of it's dripping down your arm because the shit is melting while you're eating.
Yep.
But when you went to the freezer, Kyle, let's see how we getting it. Pick two flavors that you grabbing out the freezer right off the bat.
Green, okay. For me,
green.
Look, green.
Holy shit! Surprised me there.
No, because you know what? Because green's my favorite color. So anything I saw that was green, I would get immediately. So for me, it would be green and red. Purple tastes like medicine to me.
Green and red. Purple. Purple wasn't my favorite, but I still fuck with the purple one. Porter said, "Yes, perfect timing for this South African weather we're having." Everybody say this is the damn heat wave and shit.
Poetry forever coming with the jokes, but
yeah. You doing big things on the show tonight. We appreciate you for watching. Really appreciate you. We here every Thursday. Poetry, feel free to follow, yo. But Yo, flavor ice is my shit. You said green, bro. I'm surprised, yo.
Green.
If I was hitting the refrigerator, I had to grab the blue. The blue was my shit. And then of course that I like the cherry too, but that pink, the strawberry,
The
or
strawberry,
watermelon, whatever
yeah.
it was. Oh man, that was my shit, bro. To this
I
day,
don't
like I
like
get
the
them for my
orange on
kids.
occasion.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the orange too. The orange is good. But even my kids now, like, you know, we go to Walmart has, I think they're called like Pop Ice or something like that. They don't have the flavor ice, but Sam's Club, they have. Last time we went, we got it was like a box like 500, and my kids tear them shits up, bro. I'm gonna go get a couple, just like seeing the picture. I'm gonna go grab a couple probably this weekend. But on a hot day, you playing outside, you go grab 2 of them bitches. You don't ever grab one. You grab 2 of them bitches.
Today over in my neck of the woods, the high today was like 94.
Oh
right?
yeah, y'all cooking up there.
We're cooking right now. We're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of a heat wave. So
yeah. Believe it or not, it hasn't been that bad down here. My dog, he
live
likes to go outside.
You live in Atlanta.
It's crazy, but it hasn't. I mean, I haven't been out that much either. But it's just like my dog, he goes outside. Like the back door is right here, so I leave the door open. Like when I'm working and shit, and the dog runs out there, he goes and sits in the sun. It hasn't been as bad. I don't know why it's like so. Everybody's saying it's like a heat wave. I don't know. I'm also in the house and shit. I don't go out that much, so I don't have to. Shout out to you both. Love the topics tonight. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate the support and everything, man.
Yeah, that's
fun topics.
I figured out who that was. Yeah, shout out to Ty. Hey, that's my girlfriend.
Oh, that's your girl. Okay. Oh, hey,
girl.
Shout out to her then. Okay.
Yeah.
Super awesome. That's awesome. Okay, that's super awesome.
Yeah, no, she's a big supporter of like she's a big supporter. Like every podcast I've been on, she's watched. Even if I'm not on it, she does like what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I definitely appreciate all the support and all the love. It's one of the great things about doing this, meeting people and having interesting conversations that they like as well. But Freezer Pops was my number 2. We had Fruit Rollers for you. Was your number 2? All right, we had number 1. Kyle, you're number 1. This is definitely a classic, and it's a classic that you actually can go and get again, surprisingly, because they brought them back in certain areas. And that is, if I find the damn picture, I know I got it here. There it is. Dunkaroos, baby. You can't say 90s without saying Dunkaroos.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. I remember going to elementary school with these. And I love, like, I'm a chocoholic. So I would go the chocolate over the frosting. I liked both, but it would be chocolate all day. And the modern ones, they have changed the formula. Whoever's making them now, they have changed the taste.
Yeah.
But
I miss you know what I miss more than anything as far as like the formula that they changed? Gatorade, bro. I used to love Gatorade in the 90s, bro. Gatorade in the 90s was a different beast, yo. Now it just tastes like juice, man. It's not like the same shit.
I think also they could change stuff, but also our taste buds change.
That's true too. That is true too.
Like we're talking about it when we were kids versus now we're 37-year-old men. So
we're old farts, and now we don't got the same love. Or that's probably why old people, when they get older, they just get so grumpy and grouchy. Just
like how they remember.
Yeah, man, you get mad, bro. Especially, have you ever? Good.
No, I'm just saying it's our turn. It's our turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say old.
I don't, but still, it's our turn.
It's really crazy that it's like, we live in such an era where it's like, none of the other generations have ever been able to look back on so much stuff that we can, bro. You know what I'm saying? When our parents were coming up, they didn't have the ability to go back and watch the shows and cartoons and stuff like that they watched when they were little. We do that shit.
Not as often as we do. In order for them to watch stuff from when they were kids, it'd have to come out on VHS. And yeah, you're right. You guys are sold.
As you feel. Yeah, that's true.
It is a state of mind. And that's they did a study on mindset with older men, right? So what they did was they had them like these older men, they were like in their 70s and 80s. So they went to the era that they would be if they were young and just had them act like they did when they were kids. So they made it like everything from the music to the decor and everything. They literally had them mentally go back to that. Their vitality went up, right? Their vitality went up. They stopped using the cane that they were using. There was something about that brought them, like there was something about that helped out their bodies. And I'm like, just wait until what they're gonna do, what they're gonna do with us. Like you see these commercials. I mean, no, like the content that some people are doing on TikTok and stuff like that. Like there's a young lady who does the old folks home in the year 2070 something, right? And she's singing like freaking Get Low to her granddaughter. It's like,
okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like showing like what our crazy ass generation.
We had romantic songs like like Ludacris. I wanna lick you from your head.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, yeah, we had some nasty songs, but they were jams. That's it.
Oh yeah, they were jams. Yeah, and even like I think of shit like that. Like one of the big things, and I say this like the joke all the time. Like remember when you were younger and shit like that, all you wanted to do was play your game and do whatever. Especially if you're like a video game player, like all you want to do is play your game. I have the option to get off work every single day and go upstairs play my game till fucking 2:00 in the morning if I want to. I can't do that shit. I'm falling asleep constantly, bro. I play for maybe an hour and a half, and then I start dozing, bro. Even if it's a game that I really like, yo. So it's like, no matter what, like your body's still going to react the same way. You're still going to get those same kind of characteristics, but yeah, it's going to be different. Like you may not, be listening to the damn, the light instrumental music or whatever, the elevator music that people used to listen to in the nursing homes. You might be jamming a little harder than what you was previously. But but your ears change, like you said, like your body changes.
Things change.
Things change, man. Things are completely different.
But they change. But they change for every generation. So
they definitely do. They definitely. Somebody said, I think it was Louis C.K., the comedian Louis C.K. He was like, yeah, you get older. He was talking shit. He was like, yeah, you get older, and you get close to dying, and you want to. Was like, and he was saying it, and he started explaining it. He was like, yeah, nobody wants to die until you start to get to the point where you want to die. Like, and he was explaining, like, at some point you're just like, okay, man, I just don't care. You start doing the same thing all the time. And the way he was explaining it, it was a joke, of course, it was funny.
Yep.
But it's like, he's right, bro. It's like you get to a point, like everybody thinks when they're 20 and 30, like, oh man, I could never see it. But you got to imagine, bro, you get to a point when you're like, 70, 80, you've just seen it all. You've just been going through it. Your body hurts every day. And just like, hey, I had a great life. I'm ready to take a nap. I can understand that at least.
I have those, like, it's slightly different it's slightly different for me and some people in the disabled community, because sometimes you feel like that either way. Like what I have, my muscles are always tight, right? So they always feel like, so I get, if I am like trying to, like walk up a hill, because there's a lot of hills in Waterbury, right? It's really easy for me to get tired, or even sometimes when I just stand up, right? If I don't stretch enough, they're like tight regularly, no matter what no matter what I do. So I'm like, I always kind of feel that way, but then I start thinking, but then I always kind of think like, okay, so what am I going to be like when I get older? Because now I got nieces and nephews, that I help look after, or that want to or that want to hang with me. It's like, okay, am I really going to be able to hang? You will. I barely hang.
I think everybody finds their reasonings and their ways, just like the grandparents do, man. It's like everybody's got their reasonings to why they want to do stuff. I get the joke of what he's saying, but of course, at the end of the day, it's like, people like to experience and keep going, whether it's just you just like, going out to the park and sitting and feeding the birds, and that's what brings you joy. You know what I'm saying? You find your peace. You know, I'm pretty sure that's a part of it when you get older.
Oh,
you stop having.
yeah, you definitely
That's
find
got to be a
find
big
your
thing.
peace.
Yeah,
You definitely got to find your your peace. When you're younger, you're trying to find you, right?
That's right. Yeah, you're in the chase for consistently. You're trying to find yourself. You're trying to find a partner. You're trying to find, whatever kind of dreams you're chasing. You're trying to accomplish them. And then you do everything. You do all that. And then you get to the point where it's like, all right, you get tired of running. You get tired of this. You get tired of that. Next thing you know, man, you're looking to sit down a little bit more and, watch the shows that you like on, MTV or HBO, whatever. Yeah, I'm just living life, bro. But all right, we're gonna get to the final two. We had Dunkaroos. I think that was number one for Kyle.
That was number one for me.
And my number one snack of the '90s, another drink. I had to go there. It is Surge, baby.
Why did I have a feeling somebody was gonna choose Surge?
It had to happen.
Oh man,
Surge. Let me tell you something. When Surge came out, let's tell the story of Surge. When Surge came out, bro, I remember it was commercials. It wasn't no huge thing. It wasn't no cartoon around it. It was just a Surge, and it was a
Surge. It was people going crazy.
I remember, people just running around.
Yeah,
and I was like, I gotta drink that shit. And it was like a Mountain Dew kind of consistency, and it looked like it, but the taste,
it was just sugar.
Every fucking where, man.
That's it.
It was so damn good. I drank nothing but Surge. When Surge came out, I drank. Then they started having them at the snack bar in school.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, you forget about it, man. All I drank was Surge. I remember seeing the damn. We used to go to Dorney Park in Pennsylvania. I remember seeing the damn the vending machines and the Surge thing. As soon as we saw it, Mom, I want a Surge. Give me $1, whatever. Go get a Surge, can of Surge, bottle of Surge. That's all I drank. All I drank was Surge. So
I had it. My mom did not like I had it. And I enjoyed it, but my mom did not like it.
She wasn't feeling it.
She wanted to keep us away from too much sugar because she didn't want us to crash. That's why we couldn't. A lot of the sugary cereals that were on that list, I couldn't have until I was a teenager. Right?
Yeah. That was a lot of sugar back in the day. Kids got a lot.
Did you ever taste it when did you ever get to taste it when they brought it back? People were complaining.
I was getting it a lot. I mean, but it might be like you said though, bro. Our taste buds are different and stuff like that, and everybody just thinks that everything's the same. I mean, it could be more of that than they just it probably was a new formula too. I didn't taste the difference. I mean, I was just like, yeah, it's Surge. Fuck it, it's in the can. It could have been anything.
Oh man. Yeah, Poetry awesome. Forever says never had it. I actually thought it was fake.
Really?
Yeah. It does scream sugar and loud burps. And babe, listen, all of that was all of that. You're right about every single part of that sentence.
Yeah, I didn't even know what it was about it. It definitely had sugar in it. It was just like. Maybe it was just the commercials and the look of the can. It was just everything was appealing about it.
It was extreme. It was extreme. Because we were in the extreme era. Think about it. People were doing crazy stuff on skateboards and BMX bikes, and people were yelling and screaming. They're hyping you up. You want this hyperactive drink, So
dead ass true.
They were right. The advertising. It got our little brains.
I'm telling you, definitely did. But Surge is the soda of the '90s. There's no doubt about it. I think that's the '90s.
The '90s was extreme. The '90s were all that, and the '90s were extreme.
Yep. And I miss them, to this day. And I know that's going to be when we get old, bro. Those are going to be the memories and stuff that we have, yo. The memories as we get older, actually. But those are going to be the memories that we have to kick back and remember the fun times. We went to McDonald's. We got a toy. We went in there. We could play in the little jungle gym play area.
Play video games at McDonald's.
Do whatever. You could do.
They had a freaking Nintendo 64 kiosk at
station. Bro, McDonald's was shit, man. I had a birthday party at McDonald's when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I had a birthday party at McDonald's.
I think one of my friends in elementary school had a birthday party at McDonald's. I don't see that anymore. I just see the great building.
Oh hell no. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great building now. That's the DMV. That's jail. That's jail now. All right, Kyle. Listen, guys. Once again, it's been an amazing night. Yo, we've had people watching us all night. I really believe that the entertainment show is one of the most popular shows right now, man. You guys really seem to really tune in every time we do one. Sorry to make you wait. We'll definitely be back next week. I've stated this on my other shows. We are taking a break from the wrestling shows. Next week will be the season finale of Commission Talks, and we're also going to have a final episode for Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, and we're going to come back in August, right around SummerSlam. But we will still be doing the web show. We will still be doing the entertainment show. So we'll still be here for those. Next week, we'll definitely have some more content to talk about, a new top 5. If you guys have any ideas for the top 5, feel free to, drop them in the link. And, of course, please, 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 go check us out, man, on all the previous episodes on Entertainment Show. You can watch them all on the B-Line Entertainment LLC. That is the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. And everything is there for you. Plus more. We got a lot more. Kyle.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been awesome talking with you again tonight, bro. You got anything in closing?
Man, I just want to, shout out everybody for watching. Shout out everybody from watching tonight. Shout out to my clients that have been giving me work this past few months have been really good to me. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. And shout out to everybody who, if you're thinking about doing a podcast or any kind of thing like that, you have resources. You got us, or you just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun with it. If you're not passionate, if it does not bring you joy, then don't do it. But if you're passionate about it and you want to get creative, you got resources, I say try. I say do it.
Definitely. Yeah, words to the wise for sure. But guys, thank you guys so much. We will be back next week. The Thursday is my last show. I take my little break Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, which I much appreciate. But we will be back next week for a whole nother show. I got to think of a new topic for the web show next week as well. I want to have a good one. I know we talked about Iron Man and just kind of complimenting men who like to do stuff men like to do. We don't get to talk about ourselves that much. And we men, though, bro. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody watching. I love you guys, man. Until next time, we're going to say this as in closing. This is the B-Line Entertainment, the place where you still can come on and show up. Guys, it's been a great night. Thank you so much. Until next time, stay true, stay positive, pay attention. I'm going to go play some Fortnite. Kyle's going to go talk to his beautiful girlfriend and have a great night as well. And we out. Good night, guys.
Peace.